I've spent 15 years as a teacher and school counsellor working with students, particularly senior students, and thought that I understood the pressures and demands that they were under. However, this year I was genuinely shocked. Hi, my name's Rocky Biasi and I'm here today to talk to you about how we can help our senior students. In the first 3 months of 2013, I have presented to over 6,000 Year 10, 11 and 12 students across Sydney, and we speak about the pressures of the HSC, the Higher School Certificate. I ask students two questions. The first one is what associations they have to the HSC mentally and emotionally. Overwhelmingly negative. You know, that they won't have a life, that it's too much work, that they won't be able to cope, that there's a lot of stress and pressure. Then I say to them, well, look, what's the main message that you're hearing about the HSC, the Higher School Certificate? And students are saying to me many answers, but the fundamental response that I get to this question is that somehow students are picking up that if they fall short or if they don't get the mark and they don't enter university, that their future life, career, prospects and prosperity is in jeopardy. And I say to them straight out that that message, wherever they've got it from and however they've interpreted it, is false. And I go on to tell them how I didn't do the HSC but have 2 university degrees and went back as a mature age student. I stress to senior students that the HSC in the senior years are critically important, but not for the reasons that they've been told or the reasons that they have interpreted. I say to them that while the marks are important, what's much more important is getting in the right mental and emotional state to be able to achieve those results. And so my main message and my work with senior students is teaching them practical mental health skills, psychological tips that will help them get in the best mental and emotional state. The very first topic when I speak to senior students is we look at 3 ways that they can change their mental and emotional state. The very first way really is getting into a strong body position. The latest research is now saying that our bodies can change our mind and our emotions. Amy Cuddy on a TED Talk revealed that with saliva swabs, people who were in strong body positions compared to weak contracted positions released different levels of hormones, including the stress hormone cortisol. So we look at body position, we look at focus and questions and how questions can focus our mind. Today, I wanted to just talk to you about focus. And one of the tasks we do with senior students, and you might be thinking, oh, well, I don't know how to do all of this. So let's do it together right now. And let me just show you in 60 seconds how we don't have to get rid of negative things out of our minds. A lot of people just say, well, don't focus on that negative stuff. And that's all very well to say, but it can be very difficult to just somehow remove a negative thought. So if you can do it and you can focus on something positive, that's terrific. But if you can't, well then you don't have to do that. What you can do is you can change how you're seeing that negative thought or that negative memory. So let's do this with something positive, which is a bit nicer to do. Let's do this together now. I want you to focus on a positive experience, some positive memory. And just notice whether you were inside or outside, whether there were people around. And you'll need to do this if you're not driving a car or doing anything else. But if you could just take 60 seconds and close your eyes now and focus on this positive memory and this positive experience. And I want you to make that memory and that experience and that image that you're focusing on right now small. Make it about 5 centimeters in height. I want you to make it dark and black and white. And now take that image and put it way out into the distance, as far as you can put it. And just notice what that feels like. It's that positive memory, but it's small, dark and way out in the distance. Okay, now just change your focus. And now I want you to make that image really big. Make it huge. Make it your height, double your height, triple your height. Make it as big as you possibly can. And I want you to make it really bright and colourful. And now bring that image right back to where you are. And I want you to imagine that you're stepping into it. And just notice what that feels like. The thousands and thousands of students and teachers that I've worked with, when we do this simple activity, have noticed that when they make the image bigger, brighter and closer, that their emotional state intensifies. So if you want to focus, if you want to have a positive feeling and get in a positive state, think of a positive experience and a positive memory and you just do that. However, if it's negative and you've got all these negative worries and thoughts and images in your mind, well then the best thing to do is to make the image very small, make it dark and put it way out into the distance. Now this of course works really well if you are a visual type person, and if you're auditory, well then if there are sounds associated to that negative image, well you can just play them up. So you can make the sounds or the words that you've heard that upset you and put them into a Donald Duck tone or some other caricature, and you'll notice then that the intensity really diminishes. So I hope that this tip is just a simple thing that can help senior students this year. In my presentations, we spend 90 minutes going through practical strategies that will help them get in the right mental and emotional state. For more information, just check the video below and the other information, and also how you can get in touch with me. Thank you.